This will continue now with music theory, and this will be music theory number 4, and it will be put in the music folder. Now, before we were talking about notes and what size they were and how long they took, so we got that already to see what they look like compared to how long they take. But you'll also notice something on them. Each one is different. What's that? And what's that down there? What's that little thing? Well, what those are is flags and tails. Now, first of all, let's take a look at this. A circle is a whole note. That takes long. This one, though, here, a half note lasts half as long as this one over here. A quarter note lasts half as long as this one here. And an eighth note, which is called, lasts half as long as this one here. So, in other words, if you compare these, how many are there within each? My goodness. Well, there are 2 of these here. There are 4 of these here. And there are 8 of these here. So you can see how they're made. But also notice this difference too. These is the same as the other one. It's a circle, but what does it have on the end? It has a flag. So you see that little thing sticking up on the side there? That's called a flag. So that's the only difference with this one's a flag. But this one here is filled in with color. That is a black note. These are both white notes. So this has only a flag like the other one did, but what's happened here, it is filled in with color. So that's half as long as this one. The color makes a difference. Now this one has a tail on it, not just a flag. That flag tail added to the flag makes that same colored in note half as long as that. So you see that's the difference between them all. So if you compare all of them together, here you see how many there are in each note. How long they take compared to the other notes. So when you're playing this or listening to this, this is what you're playing and hearing. You're hearing the speed of notes that are so different compared to one another because of that. So, half notes are twice as fast as whole, quarters are 4 times as fast, and eighth notes are 8 times as fast as a whole note. So, now, there are even quicker notes than that. It's okay. No only flags, no tail. This only has a flag, that one that was colored in. Now, the eighth note has 1 tail, but notice this one here. This one has 2 tails. This one has 3 tails. This is called an eighth note. This is called a 16th note. This is called a 32nd note. The only thing different is not the flags, but the tails. The tails make them much quicker notes to play. A whole note might last this long. Half note. Quarter note. Eighth note. That's the difference. So you see, all of these note names are related to the whole note, meaning 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, or that part of the whole note. They are to make it shorter and quicker in time than the whole note, but they are also relative to each other, as we've said before. So, now this is an idea of how long notes are. So now we're going to go to something different. Now, this is another section in musical language that we'll take up next. But first, you've seen how notes are made, what they look like, and because of how they look, how quicker they are than the whole note, which is the complete circle. So now you know what notes look like and the amount of time they use, because time is very, very important in music, as we will see. So this is number 4, and we will keep this in the music folder, and then we will continue with our next one.